Know that there are stores that have been open for only 3 months and they've already generated up to 7,000 sales in such a short amount of time. What I do is I dissect what they're doing. I try to copy their techniques, their products in order to have the success that I'm having. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to dissect those stores. We're gonna go through 10 stores and I'm gonna show you what they're selling so that you too can replicate and apply that to your store. So make sure to keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Vlad, and in this video, we're gonna go through top 10 stores that have been open this year. They've only been open for 3.5 months, and they're doing something right because they are crushing it. And we wanna find out what they're doing. We're gonna diagnose their shops so that you too can apply that to your shop to create similar results and effects of the market. So you want to pay attention to this video. If you want to open up a store, you want to know what they're doing. If you have an existing store, you want to know how to approach your store so that you can give it a boost if your store has been kind of sluggishly moving through the market, because clearly now these guys are killing it. So we're gonna look through the top 10 stores that opened this year. If you're new to this channel, my name is Vlad. I'm the owner of Tag Pup. It is the #1 pet product store on Etsy. In terms of daily sales, it is a top 1% stores. I've been a consultant for several different 1% stores, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to selling on Etsy. So if you wanna hear content like this, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I give you guys seasonal product ideas. I give you guys time-sensitive tips and tricks that you can apply to your store to yield the maximum amount of sales during the time that I do release the video. So you want to make sure you hit the bell notification, and hey, like this video if you found this video useful. You don't have to do it now, maybe down the road, hit that thumb. So without any further ado, let's jump to the first Etsy shop. I'm probably gonna butcher the name of it, but it generated over 7,600 sales within just 3.5 months. Now, it is a digital product, so if you want to get into the digital product space and you want to make some passive income, this is the kind of, this is where you want to get your example from. And the store name is Koang Gifts. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I don't think he's from America, but it's a digital product. Who cares, right? So he's selling digital product. Now, it doesn't look all that great. It's just scattered all throughout the place, right? But his main marketing strategy is, look at that. He's posted 1,500 listings within 3.5 months, right? That's a lot. He's probably posting 10 to 15 listings a day. If they're selling to at least one person a week, but they do it 1,500 times, that's not bad, right? That's not bad. That's kind of what their approach is. The way you want to approach this, and probably the way he did it, is he made a list of all the keywords that are searched, even if it's 20 searches a week, right? You want to create a big list and you want to design t-shirts that match that keyword, people that are looking for those t-shirts. Now, how in the world do you make 1,500 listings? Well, what he did is he's recycled a lot of his designs. He's, Daddy-saurus, Grandma-saurus, Daddy-saurus, whatever, and using that same graphic you can replicate for 20 different listings. Boom, you got 20 listings, and all you did is you changed the top keyword. Same goes for baseball mom, basketball mom, football mom, and so on mom. You can make a bunch of a bunch of listings with just the word mom. So that's how you want to scale if you are doing a digital product. All right, the next one is Print on Demand shop. They sold 4,000 listings with this shop. Print on demand is not that easy to sell because you're just selling t-shirt, but they're clearly doing something right. So let's take a look at Mary and Dave shop. Mary and Dave shop, I like this store. So first of all, their strategy is, again, they want to create as many listings as they possibly can, while at the same time not make it look very Photoshoppy. You don't want to have your store be a very Photoshop heavy store. So what they probably did is they took photos, their own photos, to create a unified look. And on those photos, they decided to Photoshop, right? They probably did their own photography so that it has a unified look. The next thing that they did is they focused on topics earlier in the year. So they're clearly doing their keyword research. So they're focusing on things like Mother's Day shirts and Easter. When you focus on what's happening with the current trends and events, and you're selling products parallel with those things, you're going to see better results. Another reason why you want to hit the bell notification, because I let you guys know the things that you should sell, the things that should appear on your store if you want to leverage the trends. So two things they're doing keyword research, and they're doing a lot of listing as well. Now it takes them a little bit more time because they are doing their own photography, and two, they're really honing in on the current events. If you are going to do print-on-demand shirts, take a look at the shop because they are doing it right. All right, so the next store that I have for you generated 7,800 sales within just 3.5 months on literally one product that's split into 13 different listings. What kind of product, you ask? Well, it's a budget binder, and you can modify and customize your budget binder depending on what you're trying to budget for, whether it's a boat or medical expenses, whatever you need. You pretty much go on the store and you put it together. So that store is called BudgetedDe. I don't know if I nailed it. Now, it is a not American store, and I can't tell you too much about it, but what they're focused on, look at this, over 20. So somebody coming on here doesn't just buy one page, they buy more than one page to put together what they're going to work towards. So it's, like I said, it's not an American store. So it was kind of hard for me to do my research, but if you get what they're saying, you get the keywords, you can really leverage that and create your own version of this kind of store. So apparently it's working. So their strategy is not in numbers of listings. Their strategy is in the application. They know people are searching for this kind of stuff, and they try to provide an all-in-one shop. This shop has really honed in on the application. Are they truly providing the value to their customers? People that are looking for this budget binder, this is what they're looking for. They're not looking for anything else. So they're taking away all the other distractions, and they're just selling this product. So if you are going to be thinking about selling something like this, think about actually opening up a whole separate shop. So kudos to them. They're doing awesome. They're killing it. Now, before when I started looking into this, they actually had 13 listings, and they actually had a leather shell that you can actually buy, or like a actual journal that you put these pages in, from what it seemed. So yeah, check it out further if you are interested in doing something like this. Now, the next store that I have for you is incredible. They're doing over 5,000 sales within just 3.5 months. And they are a store that sells necklace beads and things like that out of silicone, from what it seems like. The store name is 503 Bead Co. I think that's how it's called. What they're selling is, necklace beads. So people can make or do crafts with these things. So as you can see, the trend of top seller store, besides that one journal one that I told you about, is really working really hard to create the keyword expansion, really creating a keyword library that you can throw yourself throughout the whole Etsy platform. Now, with this one specifically, when you're putting together a necklace, a lot of times they want a specific little bead. They want a rainbow bead. They want a sloth bead. They want a woodland deer bead. They want a bow tie bead. They want a cat, bead, or maybe they want a pink, a green, a teal, a whatever, a marble, a bumblebee, so on and so on, right? There's so many keywords that people would want to look for when they're creating a necklace, that this store is saying, hey, what if we, create a store with many, many different types of beads, and we're going to sell on many, many different keywords. They're finding customers throughout the Etsy platform, and when they're bringing them to their store, it's a bulk section. And so customers are going and probably adding it to their cart, and they're generating a lot of sales with that method, because they're currently on a roll of making something, or being crafty, and they're trying to get as much stuff to help them with their crafts. So if you make a store that keeps them in that mindset, you're going to have a better conversion rate. But if you're going to have a store where they come and there's like so many, there's digital products, there's t-shirts, there's beads, and there's like, they'll get lost and they'll bounce out. But you want to create that constant, I'm going to keep looking through the store. So that's a very, very important strategy that you want to hone in if you are a shop that is just spread out too far. Split your store into several different stores. You can open up more than one store if you did not yet know that. All right, this next shop, if you have a laser printer or laser cutter, this is a great business idea. This is a great shop. They've done over 5,000, so 5,500 sales within just 3.5 months. And it is a shop called White Wall Design Shop. So they make little charms. They make soccer charms. They make little farm charm. Apparently charm is a popular keyword. So they probably discovered the amount of people looking for charms, and they said, hey, let's break it down into different subcategories of the keyword charm and sell charms. So apparently, now I don't know much about charms, but it looks like they've discovered that the keyword charm is a high traffic product, and they made different variations of that keyword. So with the same strategy as the previous store, if you are looking for charms, you click on their store, there are just more charms you can scroll through. Instead of scrolling through your competitors, they're scrolling through your Etsy shop's charms, right? And so that's a nice little thing to do when you niche down to this. Now, there is a caveat to this kind of store, is that it's hard to really scale this store. You're going to hit a plateau unless you keep adding unless there's like an ocean of keywords you can keep adding, then sure. But if at some point you plateau because you've tackled all the keywords and there's nothing new under the sun, you're going to plateau. But nonetheless, it is a high converting approach when you niche down to a specific kind of product. So that's literally their main strategy. And that yielded them 5,570 sales. The next idea is, if you don't have that much money, you want to either do a print on demand or you want to do it yourself, and it's not going to break your bank starting this one. And they have 6,200 sales within 3.5 months. That's pretty good. The store that I'm talking about is Shariji Temple. I don't know if if I'm saying this correctly, but they are selling tumblers. Sublimated tumblers. So if you have a sublimation machine and a press that presses tumblers, this is a great business to get into. Now, a lot of these people do a print on demand tumblers. I'm always a proponent of doing it yourself, because your profit margins are going to be better the more you improve your process. So you're growing your business on both ends. So people that do print on demand, they're growing it. If I can improve my conversion rate, then I'm going to make more profit. But that's about it. They can't improve the process. But if you do it yourself, you can improve the process and you can improve the conversion rate, and you got more growth in your business. So I think you should do it yourself. Now, they are also approaching this with it making as many as they possibly can. Now, it looks like it's a print on demand. They probably just have a stock photo on a marble and they just applying all these designs on there. Now, they're also clearly doing their keyword research, because graduation is a thing right now. If you of creating this video, Mother's Day is a thing. If you are interested in this kind of business idea or this Etsy idea, go through those listings, look at the kind of keywords they're targeting, and target the same kind of keywords. This is a great product. It seems to be doing really well, and it doesn't require that much effort to start. All right, so the next store, they generated over 4,700 sales within just 3 months, selling essentially one type of product. And that store is Moonstone Celestial. Now, their store doesn't look very branded. It just seems they used their phone. They took a photo of what was in front of them. You can even see their shadow right here. There's no effort on photography at all. There's not even a banner. There's not even a logo. And they're killing it with their sales. Why? Well, here's why. Apparently, soy candles sell really well. So if you are into the candle making, you want to think about adding a soy candle to your store. But something that sets these people apart. So let's go on their reviews. Let's find their most popular product, which is clearly this one. So you click on this soy. Look what they're saying. Don't overpay. So their strategy is to bring down the price so low that they're going to rank to the top of the high traffic keyword soy candles. So their marketing strategy is production, is process. If they can improve the process to where it doesn't cost them that much to make a soy candle, which is a high traffic keyword, then the best way that they're going to go about it is reducing the price. So if we type in soy candles, we're going to probably see them, and we can see that they're going to underbid everybody. So look at that. They're even saying, hey, do not pay this. Now, these guys are probably doing pretty well as well. But yeah, see, everybody's doing 10, 20. This one's 7, but look at that. Average price is 10 to 20. This one's even 24. This one's nice and fancy. And they're saying, look, if you want a soy candle, don't overpay. Here's one for $5. So that is their strategy, is to improve production to reduce price. All right, so the next one is actually very exciting for me. They're just under 3,000 sales within 3.5 months, and it is a digital product store. It's a very unique one. I didn't know this was a thing, but it's Pearl and Peg. What they sell, you might think from the first glance they're selling earrings, and you would be wrong, because I said it's a digital product. digital product is they're selling cut files of the earrings. So if you have a laser cutter, you're looking for this stuff to make earrings for yourself, and essentially you're buying vectors. You're buying vectors to where when you're selecting the red, it's cut through all the way, and the black is engraved into the wood. So you're essentially buying a file that will cut out the earring to make it look like this. What their strategy is, they're niching down. And that's a great strategy for this, because the people that are looking for this, they're not looking for t-shirts, they're not looking for mugs. They're doing earrings because they got a laser cutter. It's not going to make t-shirts, right? Obviously. So they're not bothering with other products. They're niching down because this is what they're looking for and this is what they're going to get. And the second thing, what I like about that, not only do they have a lot of listings, but they've actually made the earrings and did the photography to show you what it could look like. Because when you are crafty, when you see something that looks good and you say, I can make that, you're more likely to get engaged with that kind of stuff. Blogs work like that really well. If you're reading a blog about crafts and things like that, if they've done a good job on the photography on what it can look like, or YouTube videos where they show you the product, like, hey, we're going to learn how to do this, and it looks really amazing, you're going to be more than likely to watch the video to the end. So they're taking that strategy on showing you what your product can look like if you buy this file, and you're intrigued and you're more likely to buy it, which I think is such a great idea. So if you want to start a digital product store, another digital product niche store, this is a great one to think about, but it's going to take you a little bit more work, and you might need to have a laser cutter. And they're charging $5 for the file. $5 for a digital file. That is awesome. That is crazy. All right, now the next store, if you've been watching my videos, like I said, hit the bell notification, because if you've been watching my videos, I've been telling you guys about this product. What this store did is they made a whole store around this product. So that store that I'm talking about is simply Sashes store. So they're selling sashes. It is a heat apply method. They are probably sublimate or heat applying this stuff, getting a Cricut cutter, bought some sashes pre-made, and they're just applying the personalization. That is pretty much it. It's a very low cost to entry, so it's a great business idea if you want to get started on Etsy. And they probably have a wood cutter as well, so they're trying to expand to some things, some party stuff. And that's their thing. But I guarantee you, most of their sales. Well, let's actually. Hey, look at that! They didn't disable that, so we get to see exactly what they're selling. Yep. So there's sashes. They're doing some garters, but largely they do sashes. So garters, by the way, look at that. Do garters if you guys want to. So yep. Actually, look at that. Not bad. So personalized garters. There you go. You just discovered something. But I guarantee you, they started off with sashes. So look at this. Yep. They started off with sashes. They probably took my idea. Again, I'm not sure, but the thing is, it works. And then they probably started to selling garters. Garters, personalized garters. Hey, you can literally sell these two products and do pretty well. The only thing I would recommend is get better photos. You can have better results if you just have better photos. So there's one for you. Okay, their strategy is they just did the keyword. They just followed, saying, hey, this product seems to sell well. Let me target birthdays, weddings, baby showers, bridal showers, so on and so on within the niche of, sashes. And then they're like, hey, when we're doing bridesmaid or bridal shower, might as well add garters. So great idea, great strategy, love it. All right, so the next one is a trend. Apparently, they're adding this to the backpacks, to shoes, to Crocs more specifically, and that is charms. So stop the charm bar. They are selling charms. Now, this one, I chose this one even though they have copyrighted stuff, and I don't think you should do copyrighted, but they did some copyright stuff, and they're selling really well because of that. But the trend, if you go on eRank and you look at charms, you'll find that people are looking for charms. You don't have to do copyrighted stuff. You can design your own charms, or find charms like alien charm, fruit charms, different kinds of fruits, different kinds of vegetables, different kinds of hearts and such charms. You can buy those charms because people are looking for charms. It's like looking for stickers, looking for patches, looking for pins. Charms are really popular, so they've really honed in on what's popular now in 2022, and that is charms. So that's literally their strategy. Now, granted, their also strategy is selling copyrighted stuff, which I don't think you should. But, and by the way, Croc is a trademark, so at some point they might get hit. Unfortunately, they will be shut down. So, but hey, there's going to be an open market for you to step in, right? Don't use the word Croc. Don't sell copyrighted stuff like Tesla. Where did I see that? Tesla was right here. Boom. Don't sell copyrighted stuff, but it's a really high trending or high searched keyword is, you know, charms. All right, and that is it. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, leave me a thumb, like on the bottom. Also, check out my other videos. If you are liking some of these ideas, you want to do some keyword research, but you don't know how to, make sure you watch my videos on how to do proper keyword research, how some of the tips and tricks that I use to find winning products, not only winning stores, but winning products. All that stuff is available on my channel and more to come, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification, and I will see you next time.